Do you go for the goal? Or throw the high cheese? Whatever you do, our goal at Murtu Physical Therapy is to keep you in the game. Murtu Physical Therapy. Game on.
If you grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Hey.
Is this heaven?
Nope. It's fairway.
I'm Dr. Christopher Garten, and I've joined Murchie Medical Center as a general surgeon. A general surgeon performs most of the common surgical procedures you may need at some point in your life. Murchie has a Da Vinci robotic system which allows me and our OB-GYN, Dr. Kelly Anderson, to perform minimally invasive procedures that allow for greater precision, less postoperative pain, and less risk of complications. I look forward to serving the general surgical needs of our community here at Murchie Medical Center.
Harlan Do It Best is your best source for friendly service, expert advice, and innovative products. Whether you need to build it, paint it, fix it, or grill it, we have it all. Our full-service paint department, utilizing Valspar paints, can match any color for your interior and exterior painting projects. Check out our new Diablo tool aisle for all power tool accessories needed for your home improvements. Make grilling easy with our full selection of grills and grilling supplies. Harlan Do It Best, conveniently located at 1810 Chatburn Avenue in Harlan.
Looking for insurance coverage at competitive rates? As an independent agency, we are not tied to one insurance company. We work for you, the agency, located right across from City Hall.
At United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here. Conveniently located at the corner of Highway 59 and Pine Street in Harlan, you'll always find a smiling face to greet you and help you with all your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on deposits and loans, and the latest in technology with our online and mobile products. Come and find out for yourself why the difference is here at United Bank of Iowa. Member FDIC.
Listen to 105.3 KNOD. KNOD covers local, state, and world news. KNOD covers your favorite local high school sports, the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Chicago Cubs. KNOD covers Brownfield Ag News programs. KNOD plays the hits you want to hear from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. KNOD has great advertising rates for your business. Call 800-876-KNOD for more info. 105.3 KNOD.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Cyclone Lanes in Harlan.
Welcome, Cyclone fans, to another broadcast of Cyclone Athletics. It's Monday, September 8th, and we're here at Harlan Community High School gym, where Cyclone girls are getting ready to take on the Cougars from Cam. Cyclones enter tonight's contest with a overall season match record of 8 wins, 7 losses. Meanwhile, Cam has struggled. They are 0-7 on the season and 1-15 in sets, so they've been swept in every match except for one. They don't have a lot of height on their side of the net, which should help the Cyclones out as well. The Cam hitters are anywhere between 5'4" and 5'7", so we'll see if the Cyclones can get some good attacks at the net and get some kill points there against the undersized Cam Cougars. Leading the way for the Cyclones, hitting-wise, is Ellery Nelson and Hope Preston. Both have 26 kills on the season. Assist leader is Kate Kesters, one of the 2 setters the Cyclones will have out there. Meanwhile, defensively, It's Carly Tornaton, the libero that has 40 digs on the season. And then stepping back to the service line, it's Addie Wicks, serving at a 91% efficiency rate with 17 ace serves. And right behind her is Aubrey Wegner that serves at 95%. She's got 7 ace serves. So the Cyclones stepping outside of conference play here, getting ready to take on the Cam Cougars. Again, the Cyclones have one conference match thus far played. That was against Denison Schleswig. Tonight, again, they play Cam here at Harlan Community High School gym. And then they will get going right into the teeth of conference play later this week, playing Lewis Central here at Harlan Community High School gym. And then traveling to Clarinda and then to Red Oak, playing in the Red Oak tournament. Also the Southwest Valley tournament. And then playing home to Creston at Atlantic. And then there'll be a triangular on the 7th of October against Glenwood and St. Albert. And then finishing up against Kemper Catholic to round out the Hawkeye 10 season. So it seems like we just got started, and before you know it, we'll be wrapping things up and heading into tournament play. These fall seasons go by quickly. Again, Cyclones entering the contest tonight with a match record of 8 wins, 7 losses, and the Cam Cougars from the Rolling Valley Conference are 0-7. So both teams have warmed up. We had a little freshman game earlier in JV. We're going to get ready to meet tonight's starting lineup and have the national anthem and then that first serve. So the balls are getting picked up here, and then we'll have, like I said, the announcing of the starters and the national anthem. So we'll get ready for the PA announcer to let us know the starting lineup for both teams.
Good evening and welcome tonight to Cyclone Gym for your varsity contest between the visiting Cam Cougars and your Harlan Community Cyclones. Introducing the non-starters first, number 5, Leslie Platt.
Non-starters are getting introduced here for Cam.
Number 12, Caitlin Platt. Number 13, Morgan Will. Number 23, Brooklyn Zimmerline. And number 26, Madison Lins. Your Cam Cougars starters. Number 1.
Now the starter for Cam. Number 1, Keely Kinney, defensive specialist. Number 2, JC Eden. She's a right side hitter. Number 3, Ruthie Rick. She's an outside hitter at 5'9". Number 4, Ada Hansen, middle hitter at 5'8". Number 7, Krista James. She's a 5'11" middle hitter. Number 11, Courtney Fullman, a 5'7" setter. And number 6, Caitlin Platt. She's the libero at a 5'5" senior.
Number 7, Madison Wicks. Number 8, Hensley Bruck. Number 14, Adeline Barrett. Your Harlan Community Cyclone starters, number 4, Avery Mann. Number 9, Ellery Nelson.
Ellery Nelson, number 9, outside hitter. Kate Kesters, number 10, is one of the setters. Number 11, Aubrey Wegner, a 5'9" middle hitter. Number 12, Carly Goshorn, another middle hitter at 5'9" for the Cyclones. And number 15, Taylor Hazy. And the libero for the Cyclones is number 2, Carly Tornaton. And one other one we missed earlier there was number 4, Avery Manns. She's a 5'7" defensive specialist in the back row and a junior. And now we will have the playing of our national anthem. Cyclones are coached this year by head coach Amber Brown, assisted by Denise Hazy and Nolan Hazy. Didn't quite catch who won the flip there and has the decision for being the team that starts serving or to be on serve receive. So we'll see who has first serve here in this first best of 5 from Harlan Community High School gym. Cyclones on paper are the heavily favorite team here, but one thing the Cyclones got to do is watch out for unforced air points that they give their opponent. That's one thing that could keep Cam in the contest. So hitting balls into the net or out wide or letting the ball hit the floor are things that will give some freebie points to the Cam Cougars that the Cyclones want to stay away from. The referees have checked the starting lineup cards, got everyone in their proper rotation. And it will be Harlan Community with the first serve of the night. Number 15, Taylor Hazy, back to serve for the Cyclones. There's a tip at the net. And a point for the Cam Cougars. That's number 11, Courtney Fullman, getting the first point for the Cougars. And they take the lead 1-0. And there's a tip right back. That's Aubrey Wegner with the tip and kill point. 1-1 is the score. Hillary Nelson rotates back to the service line for the Cyclones. It's going to be a free ball over by Cam. Cyclones got to get in system here, and there's one that's a kill by the setter there. That was Taylor Hazy that finds the opening in the defense and gets the point. 2-1 Cyclones. Back set by Cam. They just push it over. Cyclones in system, go outside to Addie Wicks. And her attack hit the net and then ricocheted up and hit the antenna, which means out of bounds. So things are tied up at 2 apiece here early in set number 1. And there's a service error by the Cam Cougars. Cyclones go up 3-2. Bree Wegner back to serve. Going to be a free ball over by Cam. Cyclones got to use this. They're going to have some miscommunication, but it's an unforced error point by Cam, giving the Cyclones the point in a 4-2 lead. Cyclones had some miscommunication on the attack, and Cam had some miscommunication on who was going to take the first pass. Let's hope Preston, her hit goes into the net. And Cam down by 1, 4-3. It'd be a free ball over by the Cyclones. Cam hits one over and Taylor Hazy can't get that one. And it's a point for the Cougars, and it's tied up at 4 apiece. Rotating back to serve is number 3, Ruthie Rich for the Cougars. A back set to Hope Preston. And Hope Preston hammers one down from the right side, giving the Cyclones a 1-point lead, 5-4. Kate Kester's into the rotation and back to the service line. Nice dig in the back row by Ellery Nelson. And there's again some miscommunication by number 2, Jaden Eden. And number 12, our teammate there, didn't know who was going to get it, and then they thought they were going to run into each other, so they let it fall on the ground. The Cyclones lead 6-4. There's a block at the net. Little mistimed jump by the Cam hitter, so she barely got anything on it, and the Cyclones were right there to deflect it at the net. And the Cyclones now lead 7-4, their largest lead of the night. Lead by 3. That's Taylor Hazy with the kill. 8-4 Cyclones, lead by 4. A roll shot over by the Cougars, and there's Addie Wicks. And that one is long out of bounds. Hitting air on the Cyclones, but they still maintain a 3-point lead, 8-5. Cam pushes one over. Cyclones in system here. It's going to be Taylor Hazy. Her attack is blocked at the net. Now Addie Wicks tips one over. Cam trying to keep things alive. It'll be a free ball over. Cyclones see what they can do in system, and it's a tip at the net by Wicks. And then there's going to be a kill by Cam. And the Cougars down 4 have fought back to be within 2 now at 8-6. Number 2, J.C. Eden, the 5'4 senior, back to serve, and that's a long out of bounds. Unforced error on the Cougars gives the Cyclones the point, and a 3-point lead at 9-6. Wicks to serve. And there's going to be a kill from the outside hitter, number 11, Courtney Fullman, the 5'7 junior. And it's a 2-point contest. Cyclones leading 9-7. There's an ace serve for Cam. And they're now back within 1 at 9-8. Cyclones once led 8-4. It's been a 4-1 run by the Cougars. The Cyclones leading 9-8 here in set number 1. Going to be a free ball over by the Cyclones. Cam in system. Ball is dug by Tornaton. Nelson with the attack. It was an overpass there by the Cougars. Falls on the floor for a Cyclone point, and the Cyclones lead 10-8. Carly Tornaton back to serve for the Cyclones. They're going to call Cam in the net. So it'll be a point for Harlan Community, 11-8. Cyclones lead by 3 with Tornaton again at the service line for the Cyclones, and that one's going to go long out of bounds. Unforced error point by the Cyclones given to Cam, 11-9 Cyclones. Been pretty much a 2 to 3 point game here thus far. Cyclones did lead by 4 at one point in time. There's a serve receive problem there by the Cyclones, as Cam is now back within 1 at 11-10. There's going to be a tip at the net dug by Nelson. Now Nelson, the cross-court attack. Ball is just kind of tipped over at the net. And there's going to be a net call on Cam. They're saying number 4, Ada Hansen, was in the net, so that gives the Cyclones a point, 12-10. Cyclones lead by 2. Little overpass, and it was tipped at the net by Nelson, but it was blocked in off the Cam player. Back over onto the Cyclone side of the floor for a kill for Cam, and they're back within 1 at 12-11. Aubrey Wegner with the kill from the middle hitter position. 13-11 Cyclones. Ellery Nelson back to serve for the Cyclones. Unforced error point given up by Harlan Community. Keeps Cam in business here. They're only down 1, 13-12 Cyclones. Cyclones in the system, get it to Wegner. She has a little slide move where she goes from the inside middle hitter out to the outside and tried with the attack there and goes wide out of bounds, and things are tied up here at 13 apiece. That's tie number 4. And there's Hope Preston has one, and it's blocked at the net. And now Cam has the lead, 14-13. Now the Cyclones down one. Attack there by Cam, dug by Carly Tornaton, and Addie Wicks hits one, and that's in the net. They're going to say that's 4 touches. And the Cyclones now trail by 2, 15-13, and Coach Amber Brown wants to take timeout, and we'll take one with them. We'll be right back. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15.
We strive to make every transaction an easy one. Call or stop by today to get in touch with a member of our team and let us know how we can serve you today. Keast Auto Center, proudly serving Southwest Iowa for over 31 years.
Welcome back, Cyclones. Out of the timeout, the Cyclones trail 15-13. And Cam is at the service line with number 4, Ada Hansen. Cyclones led by 4, 8-4 earlier, and Cam has just kind of hung around and have taken advantage of some unforced error points by the Cyclones and have taken a 2-point lead, 15-13 here in set number 1. And now they're down 3, 16-13. Cam is on a 5-point run here. Cyclones led 13-11. And now it's 16-13. And there's an unforced error point given up by the Cougars. And the Cyclones will take that free point. Service error on Cam has the Cougars leading 16-14. Cyclones down by 2. Little roll shot by the Cougars. Cyclones are going to set it to Addie Wicks, and it's out long. (17-14). Cyclones down 3 again. And it's number 3, Ruthie Rich, to the service line. And there's an ace serve. Libero Carly Tornaton couldn't quite get that one. And now, where the Cyclones once led by 4, now Cam leads by 4, 18-14. And there's going to be a service error by Cam. Thank you very much. 15 for the Cyclones, 18 for the Cougars. As Kate Kesters rotates in to serve for Harlan Community. And there's going to be a kill for number 13, the sophomore, Morgan Will. And it's back to a 4-point Cam lead, 19-15. J.C. Eden, the left-hander, serving. They got it to Taylor Hazy, who on the attack had it blocked, and got blocked back out of bounds, giving the Cyclones the point. 19-16, Cam with the lead. It's going to be a free ball over for Cam. See if the Cyclones can take advantage in system here. Cyclones again should have some good offensive attack here. Now the Cyclones just free ball it over. Cam's opportunity to attack. Nice little rally going on here by both teams. Ellery Nelson hits one cross court in good. Point for the Cyclones as they get within 2. 19-17, Cyclones trail. Addie Wick serving for Harlan Community. Oh, and there's going to be a double hit called against the Cougars. So now the Cyclones within one, 19-18. And it'll be just a free ball over by the Cyclones. Problem at the net there, and that's in. 20-18. Cam with a 2-point lead here in set number one. Libero Caitlin Platt back to serve for Cam. There's an ace serve. Avery Mans couldn't quite get to that one. And Cam mounts another 3-point lead on the Cyclones, 21-18. And Coach Amber Brown wants to take another timeout to talk things over. And we're going to talk to you about some fine sponsors making this broadcast come to you live here tonight. Those being Pizza Ranch in Harlan, United Bank of Iowa, Western Iowa Medical, Conductix Wampler, KNOD Radio, Cyclone Lanes, Keast Auto Center, Shelby County State Bank, Hanson House Senior Living, Polly Jones Funeral Home, Murtu Medical Center, and Murtu and Physical Therapy and Rehab Services, Fairway in Harlan, Do It Best Hardware, The Agency Insurance, Dr. J's Family Eye Care, Cyclone Seed and Chemical, Hamilton Financial Services, Patriot Choice Contracting, and the Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Out of the timeout, it's 21-18 Cam. It's going to be just a free ball over, but it went out of bounds. 22-18. Hazy tried pushing one over, it clipped the net and ricocheted out of bounds. Cyclones now to trail again by 4, 22-18. And there's some miscommunication between Hazy and Kesters as to who was going to take that ball. And it hits the ground, and it's 23-18. Cyclones trail by 5. We're going to 25, win by 2. And there's a point for the Cyclones. 23-19. They're back within 4. Tornaton back to the service line. One's tipped to the back row, and that was, ooh, I think she touched it. And the line judge didn't call it. The Cyclones got away there with a point. It's 23-20. And there's going to be an ace serve for the Cyclones. And there's going to be a timeout by the Cam Cougars. So we'll take one with them as well and be right back for more volleyball action.
Listen to 105.3 KNOD. KNOD covers local, state, and world news. KNOD covers your favorite local high school sports, the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Chicago Cubs. KNOD covers Brownfield Ag News programs. KNOD plays the hits you want to hear from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. KNOD has great advertising rates for your business. Call 800-876-KNOD for more info. 105.3 KNOD.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. It's Carly Tornaton at the service line, and the Cyclones trail by 2, 21-23. We're going to 25 here. Cam pushes it to the back corner, and now the Cyclones are going to get it to Ellery Nelson. They tip it, blocked at the net, and the Cyclones have it again, and that's out of bounds. Hazy hits it long, out of bounds, and it's 24-21 Cougars. It's set point now here for the Cougars. Tip there at the net, blocked again, and it's going to be, and they're going to give the point to, Cam, and that's going to be, we'll see as Coach Brown is asking kind of for a clarification here, and that is going to be the end of set one, with Cam winning 25-21. We'll take a quick break and be back with set number 2. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15.
Every transaction an easy one. Call or stop by today to get in touch with a member of our team and let us know how we can serve you today. Keast Auto Center, proudly serving Southwest Iowa for over 31 years.
Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House. Cyclone Seed and Chemical is your one-stop shop for all your agronomy inputs. Whether it's seeds, chemicals, fertilizers, or custom application, the staff at Cyclone Seed will work hard for your business. When you work with Cyclone Seed and Chemical, you'll have to build a bigger bin.
At Polly Jones Funeral Home, compassion is our foundation. As a proud family-owned and operated business, we understand that during times of loss,
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Getting ready for set number 2 here from Harlan Community High School gym. Cyclones are defeated by the Cam Cougars in set number 1, 25-21. And now we're ready for set number 2. Cam with the opening serve. And there's going to be a tip at the net. I can't believe they didn't call 4 touches there, because that ball went into the net. That was by the Cyclones, but we get away with it. And Harlan Community takes point number 1 here in set number 2. Best of 3, or best of 5. So whoever wins 3 sets is the match winner here tonight. One kind of tipped at the net. Back set to Hope Preston. Her cross-court attack is Doug. Nice little rally here going by both teams, and a tip at the net is in. Cyclones lead 2-0 in set number 2. Jordan Hazy back to serve for the Cyclones. Hope Preston Gets it over for the Cyclones, and now they're back in system again. Ellery Nelson hits it into the net, hitting air on Harlan Community, giving Cam the point. 2-1 Cyclones. Number 4, Ada Hansen, serving for the Cougars. And it's tipped at the net, and Cam ties things up here in set number 2 at 2 apiece. Hansen back at the service line again for the Cougars. It was Hope Preston at the net there. We're going to get it to Preston, and Cam keeps it alive. Again, good little rally going on here by both teams. A little free ball over by the Cyclones, and a tip at the net. Both teams doing a good job of keeping things alive. Neither team's really getting a good hammer on the attack. It's a lot of tipping, so it's easy for the defense to keep it alive. And there finally is one that has some mustard on it. And it will finally be a point awarded to the Cougars. And now Cam has taken the lead here in set number 2, 3-2. There's going to be Hope Preston there hitting one into the net. Kind of was walking backwards and then trying to get a hit on the ball there and took some momentum off of it. So it is 4-2 Cam. Cam with a 2-point lead. Goshorn with the attack. Now it's going to be Hope Preston with the cross-court kill, and it's good. Hope Preston from the right side gets the Cyclones back within 1. Harlan Community trailing 4-3. Ellery Nelson to serve for the Cyclones. Another tip at the net by Cam, and then the Cyclones tip it as well. And then there's some miscommunication there by the Cam players. Both of them went after it and got in each other's way. The ball goes into the net, and that ties things up at 4 apiece here in set number 2. And a little joust at the net. And the Cyclones come away with the point, and now a 1-point lead, 5-4. Ellery Nelson serving for the Cyclones. Addie Wicks hits one, and she hits one long out of bounds. Ties things back up at 5 apiece. Second tie here early in set 2. Again, both teams just kind of doing a lot of tipping at the net here tonight, trying to catch the defense off guard. Hope Preston finally puts a hammer on one. And it's Cam that puts a little mustard on one, and too far out of bounds past the end line, giving the Cyclones the point and the lead at 6-5. Again, another just little tip at the net by Cam, and it's Addie Wicks with the kill attempt. Free ball over by the Cougars. Cyclones in system, but they just kind of get a little tip at it, but it's good enough for a point as the back row player for the Cougars couldn't keep it alive. And the Cyclones now lead by 2, 7-5. There's going to be a tip at the net, and that's number 2, J.C. Eden, that tips it right into the antenna, which is automatically called out of bounds. So the point goes to Harlan Community, and they have a 3-point lead, 8-5. There's going to be, Cam did keep it alive. That was almost going to be an ace serve by Tornaton. Another tip by Cam. Wicks' attack goes up into the rafters and gives Harlan Community the point. And the lead. Cyclones lead by 4 now at 9-5. There's an overpass, and Aubrey Wegner timed that nicely and hammered it down for a kill and point. And the Cyclones have doubled up Cam 10-5, and Cam wants to take a timeout. And we're going to thank those fine sponsors once again for making this live broadcast come to you tonight, and some rebroadcast opportunities later, those being Pizza Ranch in Harlan, United Bank of Iowa, Western Iowa Medical, Conductix Wampler, KNOD Radio, Cyclone Lanes, Keast Auto Center, Shelby County State Bank, Hanson House Senior Living, Polly Jones Funeral Home, Mertu Medical Center, Fairway in Harlan, Do It Best Hardware, Mertu Medical Center Physical Therapy and Rehab Services, The Agency Insurance, Dr. J's Family Eye Care, Cyclone Seed and Chemical, Hamilton Financial Services, Patriots Choice Contracting, and the Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. So out of the timeout, Cyclones lead 10-5, and it's Carly Tornaton at the service line. Little tip at the net, and that is wide, out of bounds. Cyclones on a run here. They lead by 6. It was tied at 5 apiece, and the Cyclones are on a 6-0 run against the Cam Cougars. Cyclones were defeated in set number 1, and it's a best-of-5 night here. So we'll see if the Cyclones can tie it up at a set apiece. There's one hammered down the line. Hazy can't quite keep that one in play. So the point goes to the Cougars, 11-6. Cyclones with a 5-point lead. And there's an ace serve by the Cougars. 11-7. Cam within 4. Hope Preston hits one, and that's in. Cyclones with the point and gets their lead back to 5 at 12-7. Kate Kesters to serve for Harlan Community. There's a good attack by the Cam hitter, Courtney Fullman, but it was the Cyclones there with the block. Aubrey Wegner blocks it at the net, giving the Cyclones the point, 13-7. Wicks down the line. And it's out of bounds. It went off the antenna there a little bit, giving Cam the point. 13-8, Cyclones by 5. So it's number 6, Caitlin Platt, the libero, to serve for the Cougars. Cyclones in system here, and they go to Wegner. Her attack is blocked. And now Hazy hits one long out of bounds. (13-9), Cyclones by 4. And Tornaton couldn't quite get that one past to the front row. It'll end up being an ace serve for Cam, and now they're back within 3 at 13-10. Cyclones once led by 6 here, 11-5. And now Cam has some momentum mounting. See if the Cyclones can end that. And they do, and that's Aubrey Wegner on the slide move. Hitting that from the right side, and now it's 14-10 Cyclones. Wicks back to serve. And there's an ace serve for Addie Wicks, the Cyclones' ace leader on the season. And that one was out of bounds, but it was touched. The Cam player was going to go for it and then couldn't quite get out of the way fast enough. 16-10 Cyclones. And that's going to be an overpass out of bounds as it hit the net and then antenna. 17-10. Cyclones by 7, and Cam takes their second time out of this second set. So again, Cyclones stepping outside of conference play to take on the Cam Cougars, who are 0-7 on the season. They're the Rolling Valley Conference. Cyclones on the season so far, 8 match wins, 7 match losses. First set went to the Cougars by a score of 25-21. But here in set number 2, the Cyclones have a commanding lead at 17-10. And out of the timeout, we hope that the momentum that the Cyclones have established here late in set 2 can continue on. It'll be Addie Wicks serving for Harlan Community. Ellery Nelson with the tip. And the Cam Cougars tip it, and that's going to be 4 hits as Hazy hit it in the net. 17-11. Cyclones ahead by 6. And it's number 13, Morgan Will, the sophomore, back to the service line. And that one's going to be airmailed long out of bounds, giving the Cyclones the free point, 18-11. Aubrey Wegner now back to serve for Harlan Community. Roll shot there by Cam, back set to Hazy. Her attack is dug in the back row, and now it's a tip at the net by Cam. And that was Goshorn attack blocked at the net, and then Nelson hits one over out of bounds. 18-12. Cyclones by 6. And there's going to be an ace serve for the Cougars. 18-13, Cyclones by 5. A roll shot over by Nelson, and now Cam on the attack, tipped by Goshorn. Blocked there was the attack by Nelson, and the point goes to the Cougars. (18-14). Cyclones lead by 4. There's going to be one long out of bounds, giving the Cyclones the point. 19-14, Cyclones by 5. Jordan Hazy now to serve. Or Taylor Hazy, excuse me. Jordan's her sister. Cyclones now going to set it to Goshorn. She tips it at the net. Now an attack at the net's blocked by the Cyclones. Both teams kind of tipping it back and forth to each other. And that one cross court hit by Preston is long out of bounds. 19-15. Cyclones by 4. Preston with the cross court attempt, and there was a little bit of a pass that was going into the net, and number 3, Ruthie Rick, couldn't quite get that one time to help it over, so the point goes to the Cyclones as they lead 20-15, a 5-point lead for Harlan Community. Nelson floats one over. And it's a point as Hope Preston gets it over for the Cyclones. 21-15, Harlan Community by 6. Cyclones in system are going to go to Addie Wicks. Dug by Cam, and they can't quite get that pass to their setter. It'll be a point for the Cyclones, 22-15. Nelson serving for Harlan Community. Hope Preston with the kill from the right side. 23-15, Cyclones by 8 here in set number 2. Cyclones keeping it alive. It's Hazy that pushes it back to that back corner. And it's a point for the Cyclones. It's 24-15 Cyclones with Ellery Nelson at the service line. And that one's hit wide out of bounds by Goshorn. 24-16. Still Cyclones with an 8-point lead here. Number 3, Ruthie Rich back to serve for Cam. And that one hits the top of the net and falls in for an ace serve. 24-17. Cyclones still lead by 7. That one was going out, but the Cam player hit it anyway. And then Hazy hits one, and it goes up into the rafters and ricochets down for a Cam point, 24-18. Cam staying alive, although the Cyclones lead by 6 and just need 1 point to close out this second set. And that might do it there. And that ends it 25-18. Harlan Community wins it and ties things up here at 1 set apiece. So we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be back with more volleyball action. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15.
Keast Auto Center, proudly serving Southwest Iowa for over 31 years.
Conducting Swampler is a proud supporter of the Harlan community, education, and student activities. We move your business forward.
Cyclone Lanes, great family entertainment, including bowling, sandwiches, and homemade buttercrust pizzas.
How do you top Pizza Ranch's legendary cheesy ranch sticks? Any way you want. Get a load of these. Our new loaded cheesy ranch sticks are now topped with an extra layer of flavor. Skillet crust, melty cheese, herbs and spices, and up to 2 of your favorite toppings. They're the ultimate appetizer on the buffet or on the go. Don't you just love that new menu item smell? Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
You've worked hard to achieve success. You deserve a financial advisor that works as hard for you. At Hamilton Financial Services, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, we have the qualifications and the experience to help navigate your complex financial needs. Whether it's investment management, tax strategies, or legacy planning, we can work with you to help grow and preserve what you've worked so hard to achieve. Contact Dylan Hamilton today at 712-784-5500.
Western Iowa Medical, providing outstanding service and the highest quality medical equipment and supplies in Western Iowa. At Western Iowa Medical in Harlan, it's our mission to meet all your home health care needs.
How do you game? Do you shoot your shot? Do you go for the goal? Or throw the high cheese? Whatever you do, our goal at Mer2 Physical Therapy is to keep you in the game. Mer2 Physical Therapy. Game on.
If you grill it, he will come.
Hey.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Things are tied up here at 1 set apiece in our contest with the Cam Cougars. Cam won the first set 25-21. The Cyclones won set number 2, 25-18. So things are all tied up at 1 apiece in the best of 5. There's one after a nice rally by the two teams with the Cyclones finally getting the point. 1-0 Harlan Community. Kate Kester's to serve. Ball hits the ground there on the Cyclone side of the net. Again, both teams just doing a lot of tipping here tonight, trying to keep the defense on their heels. And right there, it kind of froze the Cyclone defender. Nice hammer there by Aubrey Wegner. Cyclones get the point, and it's 2-1 Cyclones. Eddie Wicks back to serve for the Cyclones. Cross-court attack there by Cam, and now Hazy's going to hit one, and her attack goes into the net. 2-2 in set number 3. Cyclones in system here, going to go to Aubrey Wegner. And the Cyclones doing a nice job of keeping that ball alive there. You're going to go to outside hitter, and that's a kill for Cam. Number 3, Ruthie Rich with the kill and point. Cam has the lead 3-2 over the Cyclones. Ada Hansen to serve. And that's going to be an overpass by the Cyclones. Carly Tornaton tried getting to that, and it went over the net on her pass, and it was number 7, Krista James, right there to send it to the back row. Lands in for a point. And it's 4-2 Cam. And another point, that was Taylor Hazy trying to get a little tip there at the net, and it was blocked by the Cam player, number 7, James. She tips it down on the Cyclone side of the net for the point. 5-2, Cam by 3. Cyclones are going to get it to Nelson. She tips it over, and then Cam tips it right back over. Six to 2, Cam. Cam leads by 4. Little free ball over by the Cyclones. Cam in system. Little roll shot. Be a roll shot over by the Cyclones, Nelson. And it was libero Carly Tornaton with the dig, but then the Cyclones come up with the second touch. And Cam takes a 5-point lead, 7-2 here in set number 3. And Coach Amber Brown wants to take a timeout, and we'll talk to you about those fine sponsors during this timeout that makes this live broadcast come to you, those being Pizza Ranch in Harlan, United Bank of Iowa, Western Iowa Medical, Conductus Wampler, KNOD Radio, Cyclone Lanes, Keast Auto Center, Shelby County State Bank, Hanson House Senior Living, Polly Jones Funeral Home, Murtu Medical Center, Fairway in Harlan, Do It Best Hardware, Murtu Medical Center and Physical Therapy and Rehab Services, the Agency Insurance, Dr. J's Family Eye Care, Cyclone Seed and Chemical, Hamilton Financial Services, Patriots Choice Contracting, and the Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. So if you see any of those fine folks, tell them thank you for making these live broadcasts come to you, as well as on some rebroadcast opportunities later. Out of the timeout, it is 7-2 Cam, and there's Ellery Nelson with the point, slowing down the momentum that the Cougars had going here in set 3. Cyclones are within 4, as it's Cam 7, the Cyclones 3. And Aubrey Wegner serves one, and that clips the top of the net and kind of changes its trajectory there, and it falls in for an ace serve. 7-4, Cyclones within 3. There's an overpass. Nelson put that one down, but then it was number 3, junior Ruthie Rich, that hit one long, way out of bounds, and the Cyclones are now within 2 at 7-5. There's a little bit of an overpass, and it was Goshorn trying to hammer that down. Went into the net, so it will be a point for Cam, 8-5. Cougars by 3. Mans pushes it up to Kesters. That was Hazy on the attack. Cam gets one over. Cyclones back in system. They go to Nelson, and her attack is long out of bounds. 9-5. Cam by 4. Back at the service line, number 3, Ruthie Rich. 5'9" junior, and that one's going to be, almost going to be long out of bounds. Cam keeping this one alive. Just a free ball over by the Cougars. A little short set to Goshorn, and that's out of bounds. Point to Cam. 10-5 Cougars. Cam led earlier by 5 at 7-2, and now they lead by 5 again at 10-5. Nelson with the tip. And it was number 2, J.C. Eden, that couldn't keep it alive on the Cougars side of the net. So point goes to Harlan Community. 10-6, Cyclones trail by 4. Hazy back to serve for the Cyclones. That one clips the top of the net. Kind of go ricocheted off the Cam player's head, and then Hazy with an overpass sends one over to the net, and it's number 7, Krista James, right there to tip it down for the point. 11-6, Cam by 5. Back set to Nelson. Cam keeping it alive. Going to be Hope Preston, and her attack goes into the net. Point for the Cougars, 12-6. Hope Preston from the left side attack this time. And that one's long out of bounds. So just when we were talking about the teams doing a lot of tipping, Cam hammers one there and is long out of bounds, giving the Cyclones the point. They trail by 5, 12-7, as Nelson serves one up for the Cyclones. Hazy couldn't quite get that one dug on the attack from the Cam hitter. Falls on the Cyclone side of the floor for a Cam point, and they lead by 6, 13-7. Wicks with the cross-court kill attempt, and Cam kept that one alive, but the player was outside of the play area, so it is deemed out of bounds. 13-8, Cam leads by 5. It'll be Carly Tornaton back to serve for Harlan Community. Carly Tornaton there with the dig off the tip from the Cougars. And then there's a kill by number 13, Morgan Will, the sophomore. And the Cougars lead 14-8. Some substitution into the contest for Cam. Number 1, Keely Kinney comes in to serve. Kinney, the sophomore, and she comes in right off the bench with an ace serve. 15-8. Cam leads by 7. Tornaton passes it up to Hazy, and then Hazy tries short setting Wegner, and her attack goes into the net. And it'll be a point for Cam, and they've doubled up Harlan Community in this third set, 16-8, to have an 8-point lead. And Coach Amber Brown wants to take her second time out of this third set. So we'll have a little recap of where we're at. Cyclones taking on the Cam Cougars here tonight in non-conference play. It's a best of 5 set play. The first set went to Cam by a score of 25-21. The Cyclones rebounded and took set 2, 25-18. So we are tied up 1 set apiece. And here in set number 3, the score is the Cam Cougars 16 and the Harlan Community Cyclones 8, with number 1, Keely Kenny, at the service line for the Cougars. We're going to set up Addie Wicks, and Addie Wicks with a nice kill for the Cyclones, shutting down that momentum that Cam had going. 16-9. Cyclones trail by 7. And Kate Kester is back at the service line for the Cyclones. So now we'll see if the Cyclones can get some things going here. Hazy hits one, and that's good on the cross-court attack. 16-10. Cyclones trail by 6. Need to work back point by point to get back in this third set to take a 2-1 lead. It's going to be a free ball over by Cam, so if the Cyclones can get in system. And a little bit of a set that went too far for Wegner. She just tried tipping it over. And that went into the net, 17-10. Cam with the lead. Free ball over by the Cyclones. Cam in system. Dug by Nelson in the back row. Going to be a tip by Wicks. Roll shot by Cam. And now Hazy has her attack blocked, and it's blocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Cougars. So it'll be a Cyclone point, 17-11. Cougars with a 6-point lead with Wicks at the service line. And there's going to be a tip, and the Cyclones just kind of on their heels. And that falls into the donut area, giving the Cougars the point, 18-11. 7-point lead for Cam. And the Cyclones tip it right into the donut of Cam. That was Aubrey Wegner. Cyclones are within 6 at 18-12. Aubrey Wegner to serve now for the Cyclones. There's going to be another tip by Cam, 19-12. Cyclones trail by 7. That's one thing. Cam isn't doing a lot of hard attacking. They're just kind of making sure they get it over there, over the net with some tips. And the Cyclones, that backside cover's got to maybe come up just a little bit more to protect against the tip attack of Cam. And there it is again. So that back row is maybe back a little bit too far, thinking there's going to be a big attack coming, and Cam is just content with getting it over the net with Again, some little push shots and some tips as now they lead 20-12. There's a hammer by Taylor Hazy with the kill. 20-13. Cam with the 7-point lead. Taylor Hazy rotating back to the service line for the Cyclones. Both teams, again, just kind of tipping it back and forth to each other. That one's long out of bounds by Cam, giving the Cyclones the point. 20-14. Cyclones got to crawl back into this one here as they're down 6. The winner of this one goes up 2-1, and whoever gets that third set win takes the best of 5 match win. Hope Preston with a cross-court attack. There's a tip by Cam, and there's a back set. And that was Taylor Hazy thinking that Hope Preston was back there. She had a back set to nobody. Hope Preston did a nice job of trying to recover, trying to get to where the ball was, but couldn't quite make it. And it's 21-14. And there's an out-of-bound overpass by Cam, and the Cyclones will gladly take that point. 21-15. Cyclones trail by 6 as Ellery Nelson rotates back to serve for the Cyclones. And there's a hit into the net. And the Cyclones take another point. 21-16. 5-point Cam lead. Cyclones are out of timeouts here, so they got to play this one out. There's going to be an ace serve by Nelson. We'll see if Cam ends up taking a timeout, and they do, as the Cyclones are now back within 4 at 21-17. So we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back with more volleyball action. You're watching Cyclone Activities on HLTV, Channel 15.
At Hamilton Financial Services, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, we have the qualifications and the experience to help navigate your complex financial needs. Whether it's investment management, tax strategies, or legacy planning, we can work with you to help grow and preserve what you've worked so hard to achieve. Contact Dylan Hamilton today at 712-784-5500.
Western Iowa Medical, providing outstanding service and the highest quality medical equipment and supplies in Western Iowa. At Western Iowa Medical in Harlan, it's our mission to meet all your home health care.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Out of the timeout, the score is 21-17, Harlan Community. Then Ellery Nelson back serving for the Cyclones. Cam in system, tips one at the net. And it's going to be a point for the Cougars. Again, those tips at the net have just killed the Cyclones, as they can't cover up the backside of the blockers. And the ball just kind of goes down in that little void area. 22-17. Cam by 5. And there's an overpass by the Cyclones. Hazy tried helping it over a little bit, but it gets blocked by the Cougars, and it's 23-17. Cam by 6. Hazy gets it to Wicks. Wicks hits one long out of bounds. And it's 24-17. Set point here for Cam. We'll have 6 set points. See if the Cyclones can get some things rallied here. And there's a tip over by Cam, and Cam's going to take set number 3 by a score of 25-17 to go up 2-1. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with set number 4. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15.
Can match any color for your interior and exterior painting projects. Check out our new Diablo tool aisle for all power tool accessories needed for your home improvements. Make grilling easy with our full selection of grills and grilling supplies. Harlan Do It Best, conveniently located at 1810 Chatbird Avenue in Harlan.
Looking for insurance coverage at competitive rates? As an independent agency, we are not tied to one insurance company. We work for you, the agency, located right across from City Hall.
At United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here. Conveniently located at the corner of Highway 59 and Pine Street in Harlan, you'll always find a smiling face to greet you and help you with all your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on deposits and loans, and the latest in technology with our online and mobile products. Come and find out for yourself why the difference is here at United Bank of Iowa. Member FDIC.
Listen to 105.3 KNOD. KNOD covers local, state, and world news. KNOD covers your favorite local high school sports, the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Chicago Cubs. KNOD covers Brownfield Ag News programs. KNOD plays the hits you want to hear from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. KNOD has great advertising rates for your business. Call 800-876-KNOD for more info. 105.3 KNOD.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Cyclone Lanes in Harlan is your total family fun entertainment center. Known for our homemade buttercrust pizza, we also offer great burgers and a variety of other sandwiches and sides, all available to eat in or carry out. Cyclone Lanes is available for birthday parties, company outings, and church youth groups. Laser bowling starts on Friday and Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. We invite you to come enjoy some fun family entertainment and great food at Cyclone Lanes in Harlan.
Family, service, community. At SCSB, we put our values front and center in everything we do. That means
Welcome back, Cyclone fans, as we get ready for set number 4 from here at Harlan Community High School gym. Cam leads 2-1 in this best of 5 match here from Harlan Community High School gym. Hillary Nelson with the cross-court attack. Cam gets it up, blocked at the net by the Cyclones. Good little rally going on here by both teams, and now Taylor Hazy gets the kill in the Cyclones with the first point of set number 4, 1-0. Cam won set number 1, 25-21. Cyclones won set number 2, 25-18. Cam came back and won set number 3, 25-17. And here we are in set number 4. Cyclones need to win this one to stay alive and force a 5th set. Going to be Hope Preston with the cross-court attack. And it will be an overpass there by Cam, as their attack player couldn't quite keep that one inside the antenna, and the Cyclones lead early here in set number 4, 2-0. There's the tip. We'll see if Cyclones made kind of any type of adjustment. There's Hope Preston, 3-0 Cyclones, but Cam has been doing a lot of tipping at the net offensively. Not a lot of velocity on their attacks, just a lot of tips over the top of the blockers and in front of the back row defenders. And it's just kind of fallen into the donut or avoid. And so we'll see if the Cyclone back row kind of closes up a little bit when they're playing defense. But right now they've mounted a 4-point lead, 4-0 to start set number 4. And now it's 5-0 Harlan Community. So the Cyclones got things rolling here early. Hazy at the service line for the Cyclones. Free ball over by Cam. Cyclones in system, get it to Goshorn. Dug by Cam in the back row, and there's going to be a tip at the net. And Hope Preston wins the joust between her and Ruthie Rich, and the Cyclones lead 6-0 here early in set number 4. And someone was in the net. They called Carly Goshorn in the net. So point for Cam. There's a little short serve, but the Cyclones are right there for it. 6-1 Cyclones. Free ball over by Cam. Cyclones are going to get it to Ellery Nelson. She hits one cross court. One down the line, but it's dug by Mans. Pushed over by the Cougars. Cyclones keep it alive. They go back to Hope Preston. Off the block, falls down and good. And Hope Preston with the kill. 7-1 Cyclones. Addie Wicks rotates in for Mans, and it's Ellery Nelson going back to serve for the Cyclones. There's a kill by number 7, Krista James. It goes off the Cyclone block but falls inbounds for a Cougar point. 7-2. Cyclones lead by 5. There's one that clips the top of the net. That's number 3, Ruthie Rich. And her serve clips the top of the tape and falls in for an ace serve. 7-3. Cyclones lead by 4. And there's a service error by Rich. Eight 8-3 Cyclones. Carly Tornaton to serve. Ball got pushed back to that back corner. Carly Tornaton couldn't retreat fast enough to keep that one passed up to the front row. Falls down on the Cyclone side of the net, and it's a Cam point, but the Cyclones lead 8-4. Back set to Hope Preston. And off the block, out of bounds, gives the Cyclones the point. 9-4. Kate Kester serves one. Now pushed over by Cam. The Wicks with the attack. They're going to say that was 4 touches. So we're going to say the attack there by Cam went into the net and not off the block. So it's a point for the Cyclones. And there's going to be an ace serve for the Cyclones. 11-4. Cyclones lead by 7. Cross-court attack by Cam, dug by Tornaton. Going to be a free ball over by Cam. They're getting it to Wicks, and her attack goes into the net. (11-5) is the score. Cyclones with a 6-point lead here in set number 4. Roll shot over by Hazy. Tipped at the net, dug by Tornaton. Then a roll shot over by Wicks. And a cross-court kill by number 13, Morgan Will. The sophomore for the Cougars. 11-6, Cyclones lead by 5. And there's an ace serve. Another one that hits the top of the net and falls over onto the Cyclone side of the court. 11-7. Cam within 4. And there was one dug by the back row of Cam, but her front row players hadn't turned around to help out after the dig. So the point goes to Harlan Community, 12-7, 5-point lead. And there's going to be a point for the Cyclones. So they hit one up into the rafters. Cyclones lead now by 6, 13-7. A roll shot over by Cam, dug by Wicks, but her pass was an overpass, went over the net and out of bounds, wide. 13-8, Cyclones by 5. Into serve for Cam, number 1, Keely Kenny, a sophomore. There's Aubrey Wegner with the kill from that middle hitter position. Gives the Cyclones a 6-point lead at 14-8. Nice kill there by Wegner, but then there's a service error, as that one goes into the net. So the Cyclones give the point right back. 14-9 is the score. Cyclones by 5. Free ball over by Cam. Cyclones in system. They get it to Goshorn, and Goshorn gets the kill. (15-9) is the score. Cyclones lead by 6. Again, both teams just kind of being conservative and tipping it over, but there's Hope Preston that was willing to hammer one down. Free ball over by Carly Tornaton. And finally a kill there by number 4, the junior from Cam, Ada Hansen. And it's 15-10 Harlan Community. And Hansen rotates back to serve. for the visitors. And there's Goshorn with the hammer there. Carly Goshorn, the junior hitter. 16-10. Cyclones with the lead. Hillary Nelson serves one over for the Cyclones. Going to be tipped at the net by Cam. And now Hope Preston hits one. And off the block, it goes out of bounds. And the Cyclones lead 17-10. Cyclones by 7. And Cam wants to take a timeout and talk things over. And we're going to take a timeout with him. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15.
Provide customized services for every family we serve. Polly Jones Funeral Home, proudly serving our communities for over 90 years.
Advertise with HMU. Are you looking for an easy and affordable way to get your business out there? Why not advertise right here? HMU is looking for sponsors, and starting as low as $40 a month, your business could be featured right here. Our sponsors help us cover programs just like this one, and thanks to their support, we're now able to broadcast Cyclone sports, concerts, and more live on both HLTV, Channel 15, and YouTube. So what are you waiting for? Call 755-5182 and ask for Jonathan, or email jnorth@hmunet.com and ask for more information today.
Welcome back, Cyclone fans. Out of the timeout, it's Cyclones with the serve and the lead. And a point. It is now 18-10. Harlan Community here in set number 4. Cam with a 2-1 lead, but the Cyclones are fighting to keep things alive here with a 4th set win to extend it to a 5th set as they now lead 19-10. Cyclones get it passed up to Hope Preston. She hits one long out of bounds. 19-11. Cyclones with the lead as number 3, Ruthie Rich, back to serve. Carly Tornaton with the overpass that Cam did. Number 13, Morgan Will, went up to hammer that down and hit it right into the net, giving the Cyclones a point and a 9-point lead at 20-11. Wegner off the short set and kill. 21-11. The Cyclones by 10 as Tornaton goes to the service line for Harlan Community. Wicks on the kill. And Cam can't keep that alive, and it's a Cyclone point, 22-11. Cyclones with an 11-point lead, the largest of the night here in set number 4. Cyclones in system here, and they get it to Aubrey Wegner. And Aubrey Wegner hits one down and in for the point. 23-11. 12-point lead for the Cyclones here in set number 4. It'll be a free ball over by Cam. Cyclones in system, they get it to Wegner. Free ball over by the Cyclones. Cyclones in system, they get it to Hope Preston, and she tips one over for the point. 24-11. Tornaton at the service line. And that one attack is going to be too much for Ellery Nelson to handle there in the back row. It will be a point for the Cougars, but the Cyclones still have them doubled up at 24-12. Set point for the Cyclones. Hope Preston mistimes that one a little bit. Goes off the side of her hands. 24-13. Point going to Cam. There's going to be an ace serve. It went right at Carly Tornaton, the libero. And she couldn't quite get that one handled. And it's a point for Cam. Cross-court attack by Cam. Ball goes up into the rafters. Ricochets back down. Point for Cam, 24-14. Cyclones get the ball to Wegner. She tips one at the net. And that's going to be it for set number 4. The Cyclones win it 25-14 to force set 5. It's 2 sets apiece. And so now this will be the tiebreaker set here as the Cam Cougars won at set number 1, 25-21. Cyclones won set number 2, 25-18. Cam then came back and won set 3, 25-17. And the Cyclones won set 4, 24-14. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with set number 5. You're watching Cyclone Volleyball on HLTV, Channel 15.
Lanes is available for birthday parties, company outings, and church youth groups. Laser bowling starts on Friday and Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. We invite you to come enjoy some fun family entertainment and great food at Cyclone Lanes in Harlan.
Family, service, community. At SCSB, we put our values front and center in everything we do. That means offering incentives and education to help young people start strong financial habits early, supporting our local ag producers and small businesses with the financing they need to succeed, and giving help where and when the community needs it, because we want you to know that we're there for you when you need it. Start your financial future with SCSB, your financial partner for every stage of life.
At Keist Auto Center, it's our mission to be the automotive home of Ford, Chevy, and GMC drivers in Southwest Iowa. Conveniently located just off Highway 59 in Harlan, we provide a vast selection of new and used vehicles, exceptional car care, and always deliver customer service with a smile. As your hometown auto dealer, we strive to make every transaction an easy one. Call or stop by today to get in touch with a member of our team and let us know how we can serve you today. Keist Auto Center, proudly serving Southwest Iowa for over 31 years.
Okay, Cyclone fans, we're ready for set number 5, the tie-breaking set here at Harlan Community High School gym. Again, Cyclones have 2 set wins. They won set number 2 and set 4. And Cam won set 1 and set 3. So whoever wins this one takes the match here tonight. Going to be a free ball over by Cam. Cyclones in system. They get the ball to Goshorn. She tips it at the net. Now a tip by Cam. Both teams did a lot of tipping in the first few sets. That's Ellery Nelson with the attack. She doesn't tip it there. She puts some heat on it and it goes long out of bounds. 1-0 Cam is the score. Hazy gets it to Goshorn, and her attack is good. And the Cyclones tie that up at 1 apiece. With Ellery Nelson rotating back to the service line. Wicks on the attack. It goes off the block of the point there went to Cam, and I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if it went off the net and then into the antenna, I think, before it went out of bounds on this side. So it is a point for Cam. And then on that possession, the point goes to the Cyclones. So we are all tied up at 2 apiece here in set number 5. Tornaton with the serve. And there's a kill for Cam. And Cam takes a 1-point lead, 3-2. Number 3, Ruthie Rich to serve. And the Cyclones almost were celebrating too early there. That was a nice attack by Aubrey Wegner, but Cam was able to keep that alive and almost got it over on that third touch. But it went into the net, and things are tied up at 3 apiece here in set number 5. Cam with some lack of communication there between 2 players. And ball drops on the floor, giving the Cyclones the point and the lead 4-3. Ball's kind of getting tipped by both teams. Free ball over by the Cyclones. Now Cam in system. And there's a kill for Cam. And things are tied back up at 4 apiece. And a service error by number 2, J.C. Eden, gives the Cyclones the point and the lead 5-4. Cyclones by 1. Addie Wicks with the serve. Kate Kesters is going to short set Wegner. It's going to be a free ball over by Cam, and that's in. 5-5 is the score. Tie, fourth tie. Cam with the serve. Tornaton gets it up to Kesters. Kesters going to get it to Nelson, and she finds the little void and pushes it over for a point. And it's 6-5 Cyclones. Aubrey Wegner back to serve for Harlan Community. It's going to be a free ball over if anything. Cam does get the ball over. Kesters is going to set Goshorn. Cam keeps it alive. Now the Cyclones have to free ball it over. In system is Cam. A tip, but Mans has it there for the dig. Little free ball over by the Cougars. Goshorn with the attack. Cam keeps it alive, and then it's number 13, Morgan Will. Again, she was kind of backing up as she was trying to hit it, which lost any power into the hit, and Cam wants to take a timeout as the Cyclones now have a 7-5 lead here in set number 5. Again, we want to talk to you about those sponsors that make this live broadcast come to you. Pizza Ranch in Harlan, United Bank of Iowa, Western Iowa Medical, Conductix Wampler, KNOD Radio, Cyclone Lanes, Keystone Auto Center, Shelby County State Bank, Hanson House Senior Living, Polly Jones Funeral Home, Murtu Medical Center, Fairway in Harlan, Do It Best Hardware, The Agency, Murtu Medical Center Physical Therapy and Rehab Services, Dr. J's Family Eye Care, Cyclone Seed and Chemical, Hamilton Financial Services, Patriots Choice Contracting, and the Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Wegner with the serve, and it's Cam pushing it to the back row. And the Cougars can't keep that one alive, and the point goes to the Cyclones, as they now have a 3-point lead, 8-5 here in set number 5, with Aubrey Wegner serving again. They're in system, and a cross-court attack was dug by Mans, and the Cyclones kept it alive, and then it's hit into the net. That's number 13, the sophomore Morgan Will. She's had 2 hitting errors here the last 2 times she's kind of touched the ball or attacked with it. And it's a 4-point lead, 9-5 for the Cyclones. And then there's a service error by Harlan Community, giving a point to Cam. 9-6, Cyclones lead by 3. It'll rotate number 1, Keely Kenny, to the service line. Ellery Nelson with the attack. Hazy off the block, and then Nelson couldn't keep that one alive. And it's 9-7, a 2-point contest here in set number 5, with the Cyclones leading by 2. And the ball drops there, giving Cam the point. 9-8. Cyclones by 1, and Coach Amber Brown wants to take a timeout and talk things over and regroup with maybe how her back row is defending things again, as Cam is kind of just going back to tipping the ball. So they have their front row blockers, and then that next row of defense might need to step up a step or two to protect against the donut shot of Cam just tipping it into the middle. Been a back and forth match here all night long. And that's why we're into set number 5, as both teams have won 2 sets. Cyclones won set 2 and 4. Cougars won set 1 and 3. And right now it's 9-8 in set 5. Cyclones with a 1-point lead. Short set to Goshorn, then an overpass by Cam. Cyclones at it again, goes to Nelson. Cross-court attack dug by Cam. Back set to Hazy. She tips one, tips it right into the net. You're going to tip it. You got to make sure it gets across there. 9-9. Things are tied up, all in a match that's tied 2 sets to 2, and we're tied 9 apiece in set 5. Going to be a free ball over, and that's out of bounds. Cyclones, we talked about this at the onset of the match of the Cam Cougars are 0-7 on the season so far. And the more unforced error points you give them, the longer they stay in a match. And that's what's helping them right now. The Cyclones kind of giving them some freebies, as it's 10-9 Cam. Hazy then with the cross-court attack and a point. And that ties things back up at 10 apiece here in set 5. Taylor Hazy now rotating back to serve. Just a free ball over by Cam. Tip at the net by Nelson. Nelson's going to have a little roll shot. Cam keeping it alive. There's an attack at the net and off the block. Cam has the point. That's number 3, Ruthie Rich, the junior, with the kill and point. 11-10 Cam. There's a passing error. Nelson got the ball up, but the setter out there in this rotation is Hazy. Didn't quite get to it. And the ball drops, giving Cam the point. And it's now a 2-point lead for the Cougars. So we'll kind of review again where we're at. Things opened up in set 1. Cam with a 4-point win, 25-21. Cyclones then took control in set 2 and won 25-18. Set 3 went to the Cougars, 25-17, and set 4 went to the Cyclones, 25-14. And right now, the Cam Cougars lead 12-10, and there's a replay. And things hadn't been whistled ready for play here yet, so we'll have a reserve. And there's one that we didn't get the point, but I'm not sure we shouldn't have got it anyway. That ball went into the net, and they were giving us credit that Cam touched it. So it is 13-10. Cam with the lead. Number 11, Courtney Fullman with the serve. Hope Preston with a cross-court kill attempt. And then there's going to be a kill on the other side by number 3, Ruthie Rich, 14-10. Cam leads by 4 with number 11, Courtney Fullman, at the service line for the Cougars. It's going to be a tip at the net by Hazy. And it goes into the net. And that's going to be the contest, as in set number 5, you only go to 15. So the match goes to the Cam Cougars 3-2. This will be Cam's first match win of this season. They will now be 1 match win and 7 match losses on the season, and it will drop the Cyclones to 8 wins and 8 losses on the season. So a 5-set match here that went in the favor of the Cougars. Cyclones will be back in action this week, Thursday, here at Harlan Community High School gym against the Titans from Lewis Central. It's been Jonathan North on the camera, Bill Mueller on the play-by-play. Been watching Cyclone basketball, or excuse me, Cyclone volleyball, not basketball season quite yet, on HLTV, Channel 15, where it's always great to be a Cyclone.
Harlan Do It Best is your best source for friendly service, expert advice, and innovative products. Whether you need to build it, paint it, fix it, or grill it, we have it all. Our full-service paint department, utilizing Valspar paints, can match any color for your interior and exterior painting projects. Check out our new Diablo tool aisle for all power tool accessories needed for your home improvements. Make grilling easy with our full selection of grills and grilling supplies. Harlan Do It Best, conveniently located at 1810 Chatburn Avenue in Harlan.
Looking for insurance coverage at competitive rates? As an independent agency, we are not tied to one insurance company. We work for you, the agency, located right across from City Hall.
At United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here. Conveniently located at the corner of Highway 59 and Pine Street in Harlan, you'll always find a smiling face to greet you and help you with all your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on deposits and loans, and the latest in technology with our online and mobile products. Come and find out for yourself why the difference is here at United Bank of Iowa. Member FDIC.
Listen to 105.3 KNOD. KNOD covers local, state, and world news. KNOD covers your favorite local high school sports, the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Chicago Cubs. KNOD covers Brownfield Ag News programs. KNOD plays the hits you want to hear from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. KNOD has great advertising rates for your business. Call 800-876-KNOD for more info. 105.3 KNOD.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Cyclone Lanes in Harlan is your total family fun entertainment center. Known for our homemade buttercrust pizza, we also offer great burgers and a variety of other sandwiches and sides, all available to eat in or carry out. Cyclone Lanes is available for birthday parties, company outings, and church youth groups. Laser bowling starts on Friday and Saturday evenings at 8 p.m. We invite you to come enjoy some fun family entertainment and great food at Cyclone Lanes in Harlan.
Family, service, community. At SCSB, we put our values front and center in everything we do. That means offering incentives and education to help young people start strong financial habits early, supporting our local ag producers and small businesses with the financing they need to succeed.